This thing isn't just for Netflix. It's not just for gaming. And it's definitely not just for scrolling the web. For as long as I can remember, the one thing you couldn't really do on an iPad was build an app for the iPad itself. We've all been kind of trained to think of this incredible sheet of glass as a consumption device. You use it to watch stuff, read stuff, and play stuff that somebody else made. Well, that's not the whole story anymore. Apple has quietly given the iPad an app-building superpower, and almost no one is talking about it. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to turn it on and build your first real app, without a Mac and with zero coding experience. It's time to stop just being a consumer and become a creator. Let's see what this thing can really do. Section 1. The problem: the old, expensive way. For the longest time, making an app felt like trying to get into an exclusive club with a crazy high membership fee. If you had an idea, the road to actually making it was blocked by these huge, intimidating walls. First up, you needed the right hardware. Not just any computer, but a Mac, and usually a pretty powerful and expensive one. Right there, for millions of people with a great idea, the dream was over before it even started. The price of admission was just too high. But okay, let's say you had a Mac. Then you hit the second wall, the software. You had to download this thing called Xcode. Xcode is what the pros use, and it is a beast. It's an ocean of menus, settings, and confusing options. Opening it for the first time feels like being thrown into the cockpit of a 747 and being told to just figure it out. It's insanely powerful, but for a beginner, it's just overwhelming. The third and final wall was the code itself. There's this perception that you have to be some kind of math genius who spent years learning cryptic languages in a dark room just to make a button appear on a screen. That fear, that feeling of, I'm not a coder, has probably killed more amazing ideas than anything else. That old way created a world where a few people got to make things, and the rest of us just used them. But that's all been changing, and the key is probably the device you're holding right now. Section 2. The solution: the aha moment. The key that unlocks your iPad's superpower is an app called Swift Playgrounds. And there's a good chance you already have it on your iPad, or you can grab it for free from the App Store. For years, people wrote Playgrounds off as a toy, a place to learn the very basics of code by moving a character through a puzzle. But it's quietly grown into something so much more. Today, in 2025, Swift Playgrounds is a complete app development studio that lives right on your iPad. And this isn't some dumbed down, for kids, version of making an app. You're writing real code in Swift, the same modern language the pros use every single day. You're building your app's look and feel with SwiftUI, Apple's latest and greatest framework for making beautiful interfaces. And here's the craziest part. You can build your app in Playgrounds and submit it directly to the App Store for the entire world to download. No Mac needed. Let that sink in for a second. The entire life of an app, from a blank screen to a global launch, can now happen on this one device. This is the aha moment. This is the secret. The iPad is no longer just for consumption. It's a portable, powerful, and genuinely accessible creation station. Apple has basically torn down all those old walls. You don't need to buy a Mac. You don't need to get lost in Xcode for most projects. And as you're about to see, you don't need a computer science degree to get started. You just need an idea, and the iPad you already have. Section 3. The tutorial: your first app in 10 minutes. Alright, enough talk. Let's prove it. We're going to build a real, working app right now. Let's make a focus frame, a simple app that shows an inspiring image and a motivational quote to help you get in the zone. First, find Swift Playgrounds on your iPad. If it's not there, just pause this and download it from the App Store. It's free. Go ahead and open it. You'll see a screen with a few options. Look for the big button that says App, and give it a tap. It'll create a new project for you, probably called My App. Tap on that to open it up. What you're looking at now is the heart of making an app on your iPad. On the left, you've got your code. On the right, you have a live preview of your app. This preview is pure magic. Any change you make in the code instantly shows up on the right. Right now, there's some placeholder stuff in there. You'll see words like vstack, image, system name, globe, and text, hello, world. These are just your Lego bricks. Vstack stacks things vertically. Image shows a picture, and text shows, well, text. Let's make it ours. Find the line that says text, hello, world. Carefully delete just the, hello, world, inside the quotes and type your own message. Let's try, stay focused. Stay creative. As you type, watch the preview. It changes in real time. And just like that, you've just programmed. You told the app what to do, and it did it. Now for that globe icon. The line image, system name, globe, pulls an icon from Apple's built-in library. Let's swap globe for something else. Try typing star, fill, or heart, fill, or bold, fill, in the quotes. See how it changes? There are thousands of these built right in. But we want our own picture. In the top left, find the little plus icon or a sidebar button. Tap it and look for Insert From, or Add Image. This lets you grab a photo from your library. Pick something that inspires you, a landscape, some art, whatever. Give it a simple name, like Inspiration. Now, back to the code. Delete that whole image, system name, line. In its place, type image, inspiration, using the exact name you gave your photo. And boom. Your picture is in your app. It's probably way too big, right? Let's fix that. We'll use modifiers. Think of them as little instructions that change how a block looks or acts. On the very next line after your image, type resizable. This tells the image it can be resized. Then, on the line after that, type scaled to fit. This tells it to shrink to fit the screen without getting all stretched out and weird. Let's add some style to our text, too. After your text line, add these modifiers, each on a new line. Font, title, font weight, bold, foreground color, blue. See what's happening? You're just telling the app how you want it to look, one simple, readable step at a time. This is the magic of SwiftUI. Okay, final step, and this is the really cool part. Let's make it interactive. We'll add a button that makes the image appear and disappear. First, our app needs a memory. It needs to remember if the image is supposed to be showing or not. Right before the line that says var body, some view, add this new line. At state private var is image visible equals true. This just creates a little on-off switch for our app that starts in the on position. Next, let's tell the image to pay attention to that switch. Wrap your image and all its modifiers inside an if statement, like this. If is image visible, image, inspiration, resizable, scaled to fit. Last thing, let's add the button. Underneath that if block, add this. Button, toggle image, is image visible. Toggle, button style, bordered prominent, look at what you just wrote. You made a button with the text, toggle image. The code inside the curly braces is the action. What happens when you tap it? And is image visible? Toggle just flips our little memory switch from on to off, or off to on. Now, go to your preview on the right and actually tap the toggle image button. The image vanishes. Tap it again. It's back. You just made an interactive app. To see it for real, hit the play icon at the top. This runs your app full screen, just like anything you get from the App Store. Look at that. It's clean, it works, and you made it. Section 4. The payoff and future potential. Just take a second and appreciate what you just did. A few minutes ago, you were maybe just someone who used an iPad. Now, you're an iPad app developer. You went from nothing to a real, interactive app that you built yourself, right here. You've officially crossed the line from being a consumer to being a creator. And what we built today is just the first step. This isn't a toy. You are using the exact same technology, Swift and SwiftUI, that pros and massive companies use to build the apps you use every day. From here, the road is wide open. You can learn how to show lists of things, create different screens and move between them, save information, and even connect to the internet for live data. You can tap into so much of the iPad's hardware. Want to make an app that uses the camera? You can do that. An app that uses the gyroscope? You can do that. An app that uses augmented reality? It's all possible, starting from right here. While some of the most advanced, pro-level features might still require Xcode on a Mac, almost anything you can dream up for your own project can be built right here. And the biggest payoff? When you build something you're proud of, you can literally tap a button in Swift Playgrounds, sign in with your developer account, and submit it to the actual App Store. That whole complicated process that used to require a Mac can now be done from a coffee shop with just your iPad. CTA in conclusion, you've taken the first step and you're in on the secret. Now, it's time to make it yours. So here's my challenge to you. Take the Focus Frame app we just built and customize it. Change the image to a picture of your dog, your family, or your dream vacation. Change the text to your favorite quote, a personal goal, or a song lyric that pumps you up. Make it completely yours. When you're done, take a screenshot and share it with me on social media. I genuinely want to see what you create. You've now seen the proof that this device is not just a window to look through. It's a tool you can build with. You've written your first lines of code and you've built your first app. The only question left is, what are you going to build next? If this video opened your eyes to what your iPad can really do, a subscription to the channel would be awesome. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech challenges, future experiments, and real talk from TechWave 65.